What a fight we expect this one to be. Both of these athletes primed and ready. Straight right just misses. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Oh, that jab's starting to mark them up. Well done with that counter shot. A perfect counter lands. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. That jab doesn't find a home. They exchange punches. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
The bell, sometimes it can...
Here we go. It's round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
To beat a counterpuncher, you've got to take them out of their place. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
Good counter punch. Marquez is hurt. That was the moment.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
You'd like to see more jabs. That left hook missed. And he misses with that jab. Catch and despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. That was on. Let's get it started in round three. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
My motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. They've got to use their jab better in this fight. Nice counter shot. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
A perfect counter shot. Swing and a miss with the jab. Counter punching. Can't land the jab there. How about that time counter shot? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Talk about a... There's the bell for round 4. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That counter shot lands. Nice counter. Beautiful counter punch. Swing and a miss with that hook. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
There's a counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Hey, those punches add up. It's bombs away. He threw a punch and just got countered. That jab misses. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. And a round that seemed like he... On to the 5th we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Well, you know, in this division, we're going to see a lot of combinations, a lot of counter punching.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The straight right just misses. They miss with the jab. Punch, counter punch. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. You know that this is the beginning of round 6. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
And he scores with the counter. Beautiful counter shot. Here we go with these two lightning-quick lightweights.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
That counter punch caught him clean. He misses with that jab. I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Got him there. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter punch. That counters. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Teofimo Lopez in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage. And there's the bell for round 7. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Catch and shoot. Nice counter shot. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
That punch has been his best weapon all fight long. Nice counter shot. Tried to score with a jab. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Both men step back for just a moment. Good counter punching. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's so hard to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Teofimo Lopez that last round. Well, there was no... Round 8, and we're off again. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
That jab doesn't score. Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter punch caught him clean. Those counter punches have to hurt. Punch, counter punch. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Which fighter will say no mas? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.